Hello, everybody. This is Bk International Talent Scout. You can hear my show live on Rainier Avenue Radio starting Thursday, July 9th at 7 p.m. Starting in July, BK Presents will be live on Rainier Avenue Radio at 7 p.m. on Thursdays. RainierAvenueRadio.world. Rainier Avenue Radio is your community radio station and digital media hub. We're a 24/7 radio station and multimedia network dedicated to amplifying diverse voices in our communities, like BK Presents Radio Podcast, which will be aired 6 times a week. Providers of digital media training so community members can be their own content creators. Advertise with us on RainierAvenueRadio.world at gmail.com. Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Listen to RainierAvenueRadio.world on TuneIn and Amazon Alexa. So, hey everybody, BK Presents starting on July 9th. We'll be doing the first live broadcast every Thursday in July, starting July 9th. We will be live on the air doing interviews and special topics that affect our community and community churches. So today I'm going to be reading the Facts newspaper and other community radio stations. Drum roll, please. Let's get to it. Volume 65, number 25. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day. Happy 4th of July. Happy summer days. So, the Northwest Facts newspaper, the office is located at 1112 34th Avenue, Seattle, Washington, zip code 98122. The phone number for the Northwest Facts newspaper is 206-324-0552. That's 206-324-0552. Their email address is seattlefacts@yahoo. The website, thefactsnewspaper.com. If you need to fax something to the fax number is 206-324-1007. Clean Green Farm Market season opening the harvest season with special guests Michael Powers and DJ Nice Guy. That's going to be happening Saturday, June 27th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Spruce Street Park and New Hope Missionary Baptist Church. Fresh produce and local goods, family activities and games, community resources, food and good vibes, building good food justice together. Marcia Ambrosia of Floetry is the special guest at the Juneteenth celebration in Seattle, Washington at the Jimi Hendrix Park. Marcia Ambrosia, one-on-one with Africatown Community Land Trust. As part of the Africatown Community Land Trust Juneteenth Freedom Festival at Jimi Hendrix Park, Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, performer Marcia Ambrosia shares reflections of Juneteenth music, culture, community, and the importance of preserving Black history and Black legacy. Ambrosia was scheduled to perform at 6 p.m. during the celebration. Please note, Ambrosia will not be available for media interviews at the event. This written Q&A is being provided as a ministry resource for coverage. Q&A with Martha Ambrosia. You're performing at Juneteenth Festival hosted by Africatown Land Trust. What stood out to you about Africatown's mission and the work they're doing? This festival brings together music, culture, and celebration and freedom. Why do you think events like Africatown's Juneteenth Freedom Festival are important and right? Marsha Ambrosia, events like this remind us that freedom is something to be honored, protected, and continually pursued. Juneteenth is a celebration, but it's also a moment of reflection and education, bringing people together through culture, music, creates community opportunities, community connections, and understanding people in our community. Also on the front page of the facts, in loving memory of Joseph A. Fox. Also on the front page of the facts, in loving memory of Elijah King Levin. Also, Mother Linda K. Winston's celebration of life. Born sunrise, October 6, 1957. Sunset, June 15, 2026. On Saturday, June 20th, Center of Faith Ministries in Kent, Washington. The service will be conducted by Bishop Alvin Seymour Sr., Prelate of Washington State Jurisdiction. Join us by wearing red and a pop of gold in her honor. Western Washington Realists, join us for Community Impact Day, Sunday, June 28th, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., Federal Way Community Center. Everyone is welcome. Free services include notary, shredding services, community vendors, homeowner research, educational panel, and local connections and support. Presenting sponsor Movement. Come check them out. So they're having a Western Washington Realist. Join us for Community Impact Day. Connect, learn, grow together on Sunday, June 28th, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., the Federal Way Community Center. On page 2, I got an announcement. Today at 1 o'clock, I'll be at the Washington State Chapter GMWA Attitude Luncheon 2026. Wear your hat with attitude. Delicious luncheon, special guest artists, raffle, table auctions, door prizes. That's Saturday, June 27th, today at 1 p.m. at St. Teresa Parish Social Hall, 935th Avenue, Seattle, Washington, 98122. This is presented by the Washington State Chapter of GNWA. Church news. The church news is in July, Madison Temple Church of God in Christ will be celebrating 100 years of community service. The church is currently being renovated, and we will all be surprised at the grand reopening of Madison Temple Church of God in Christ, renovation in the choir stand, renovation in the church. Let's go and see what that is all about. Salute to Madison Temple. All aboard! Going to the second page of the Facts newspaper. In loving memory of Victor Lockett. In loving memory of Christopher C. Holmes. In loving memory of Christopher Turk. Also, on the second page of the Facts newspaper, Unbroken Chain. This column is dedicated to the unbroken chain of Black poets who have given us a legacy of poetry, treasures, and share. These poetic treasures can be found in your local library system. The legacy of Fitzgerald Beaver, the founder of the Facts newspaper in Seattle, Washington. The Facts newspaper is a family paper with the Facts staff. Binding by Harold Murphy is invisible as the spider web ties between my brother and I, when only the sun early morning dew can display the sparkles that bind us, among us, the branch of these tree lives that grow and grow into the snarling webs of strength that binds us together. A web so thin, so strong, so dangerous to go alone. Unbroken chain of Black poetry continues to recognize the bindings of those webs that keep unbroken chain alive and growing. Happy Father's Day to all fathers we're celebrating in the month of June. Family Real Estate Planning, JRS Legal Services, Family Real Estate Planning by Joel J.R. Robinson. Please give them a call. 206-718-8203. On page 3 of the Facts newspaper, Help for Children Who Stutter. Help for parents for children who stutter is close as your computer or to view at the library. The Studying Foundation's film entitled Help, My Child is Stuttering is available at this link, stutteringhelp.org. In this 60-minute film, parents, speech, language experts talk about how to promote easier talking as they interact with their children. The film features some of the world's leading therapists with children who study. For more information about stuttering, write the nonprofit Stuttering Foundation, P.O. Box 11749, Memphis, Tennessee, 38111-0749, or call 800-992-9392 or visit stutteringhelp.org. Since 1947, the nonprofit foundation has provided free materials to public libraries nationwide. Be well with Gail. I want to stress the importance of drinking water. I discovered through research that if we get dehydrated, our organs can literally fuse or stick together. This is called fascia. They need to move freely inside our bodies as needed. As well, our muscles and joints can harden, becoming brittle and weak. We need to drink no less than 6 cups of water daily. It's crucial to replenish what is lost through sweating, trips to the bathroom. Our kidney transports urine and water through 2 tubes called ureters, then to the bladder. I assume most coffee drinkers know that coffee, liquid that can stimulate the bladder and kidneys to work harder. So, for organ's sake, limit yourself to drinking coffee, especially with high caffeine levels, or consider decaf. Sometimes something can flow smoothly and in order. Be well with gout. Envision to be well at yahoo.com. Hey, the Spine Clinic, car accident, work injury, chiropractic and massage, thespineclinic.org. Dr. Tony Hempel. The Children's Book Day. Children's Book Day is June 27, 2026, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Are you a book writer, enthusiast, or parent on the lookout for great reads? This event is for you. Act on Stage Theater, 10806 12th Avenue Southwest, Seattle, Washington, 98146. Literally ours. Seattle Urban Book Exchange. Priority Budgeting. Act on Stage announces Children's Book Festival and Seattle Community Celebration to highlight literacy, storytelling, and diverse children literature on June 27th. Live children book readings, meet and greet with local authors and creators, literacy-focused community engagement, and networking. All this is happening at Children's Book Day, June 27, 12 noon to 4 p.m. Acts on Stage in Seattle, Washington. You know the address, 10806 12th Avenue Southwest. Come to Children's Book Day. Also, on the third page of the facts, we have 3D conditioning training. 3D conditioning training with BJD Elite 3D conditioning training focuses on speed, strength, endurance, speed and agility, hill stairs, track training, outdoor performance training, increase speed and explosiveness, improve strength and endurance, enhance agility and quickness, build confidence and mental toughness, injury prevention and longevity. Location near Cleveland High School. Give them a call, 253-245-3797. Call, text, email to get started. Conditioning at jbdequitygroup.com. Small groups, big results. Hey, are you into getting your picture taken? Photography, 50 for 50. Be Better Brand Photography, BRI Lancaster, based in Seattle. 30-minute session, online portfolio, printable options for only $50. Lifestyle, occasions, headshot, birthdays, maternity shots, and ad campaign. BRI Lancaster, based in Seattle, is offering 50 for 50. On! Hey everybody, on the fourth page of the facts. Cherry Creative, natural hair only, Seattle braided. Cherry Creative, book braid. Earl's Cuts and Styles Barber, 2320 East Union. Book your appointment. Visit Emerald City Fish and Fish Chips, 3756 Rainier Avenue, Seattle, Washington, 98144. Happy birthday, Frank. Happy Father's Day. Happy birthday to Frankie Fresh. You are a wonderful man and a great father. I cannot wait for you to come home. Love you. Jackson's Catfish Corner. Jackson's Catfish Corner. Now popping up at Soulful Dishes until further notice. Open daily at 12 noon. Location, you can get your Catfish Corner at Soulful Dishes, 1800 East Yesler Way, Seattle, Washington. Call ahead, 206-799-3798. Seattle's favorite catfish. Fresh catfish, catfish sandwiches, burgers, and southern sides. Come get your favorite every day at noon at Jackson's Catfish. Real food, real flavor, real Seattle. All that's located at 1800 East Yesler Way, Seattle, Washington, 98122. Give them a call ahead, 206-799-3798. Hey everybody, the Royal Esquire Club Rhythm Blues Barbecue starts at 8 o'clock, featuring Tess Thomas and the Pathological Flyers Band. That's right, that's tonight at 8 p.m. at the Royal Esquire Club. Hey everybody, on page 5 of the Facts newspaper, kicking off the summer in the square, Art Norwell is excited to offer a wide range of summer programming at Midtown Square, starting with the World Cup watch party. A decade of legacy, celebrating 10 years of Juneteenth in Southeast Seattle. They had something in Southeast Seattle. Let's talk about this. Rainier Community Center Juneteenth featured a concert in the park, and it featured Goodie Bag. Earshot Jazz honors Miles Davis Centennial. Electric Period with special concert by Davis alumni group Miles Electric Band. In honor of the 100th anniversary of the birth of legendary jazz great Miles Davis, Earshot Jazz will host a benefit concert by a progressive all-star ensemble group, the Miles Electric Band. All that happened on June 18th at Town Hall in Seattle. The performance was sponsored by KNKX. Tickets were on sale at Earshot Jazz. Special Juneteenth celebration. Larry Gossett invites you to a special Juneteenth celebration. It happened on Saturday at New Hope Missionary Baptist Church. This event was sponsored by Puget Sound Advocates for Retirement Action. Juneteenth celebration, the liberation of African Americans from slavery in the USA. Our event features Brother Delbert Richardson and his national award-winning African History Traveling Museum, The Unspoken Truth. The authentic artifacts, storyboards, and ancient art of storytelling. Richardson teaches American history through an African-centric lens. Hey man, we only got 5 minutes and we are closing out our show. We are reading through the Facts newspaper. Let's give the Facts newspaper a round of applause. We are going to page 6 and we'll be highlighting what's in the Facts newspaper. Yep, we are highlighting what's in the Facts. You're a homeowner? Unlock $150,000 toward the down payment of your closing costs. All that can happen. All you need to do is call Covenant Home Ownership Program. Nominate your neighbor for a Good Neighbor Award. It's very important to know the neighbor next door, the people down the street, and the people in Another Race by Maya Angelou. Good Neighbor Awards recognize community power. It's always loud or official. Sometimes it's showing up, checking in, sharing food, saying hi, or helping without being asked. Do you know someone in your community who does this? Nominate them and we will honor them with the Good Neighbor Award. Go to seattle.gov at neighbor-day. seattle.gov-neighbor-day. Pacific Northwest Bail Bond, 321 Yesler Way, Seattle, Washington. 24/7 bail bond, free warranty checks, free parking. Go to pnwbailbonding.com. Hey everybody, are you ready to sell or buy? Schedule your appointment today. The People's Choice. Carol Peoples Proctor Broker. Email address, thepeopleschoice@compass.com. Phone number 206-849-3747. Website, thepeopleschoice.net. Wow. So I've been reading the Facts newspaper. It's been an honor to read the Facts newspaper. And we have to also share other exciting things that happen in the Black community. So I'm going to run through a couple exciting things that happen in our Black community, and I got to do it in 2 minutes. Northwest Women's Influence Bible Conference, Order My Steps, was on June 13th at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. Also, I had attended the 2026 Songs Black Folks Sing Music, Renaissance, and Hope featuring Indy Iree. That happened on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I attended this event with my daughter, her mom, myself, and thousands of other people attended this event at the Federal Way Performing Arts Event Center in Federal Way, Washington. It was an incredible event. Hey, do you want to go to Victoria? You can do it from Port Angeles. 90-minute daily vehicle, and passenger cruise. I also attended the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater in March. So, hey everybody, we got to get out the way. I'll come back with more exciting announcements. Thank you for listening to BK Presents Radio Podcast, aired on Rainier Avenue Radio World. Remember, my show is going live July 9th at 7 p.m. at Rainier Avenue Radio Podcast Studios. So starting July 9th, every Thursday at 7 p.m., I will either be going live at Rainier Avenue Radio Podcast Studios, or I'll be somewhere traveling. Wherever I'm traveling, I'll still be going live at Rainier Avenue Radio at 7 p.m. I got to get out of here. Thanks for listening. All aboard. We'll see you